I don't understand how you guys have bad days in the gym. What does that mean? How do you have a bad day in the gym? If you know what you're doing, you know how to properly contract your muscles, you know how to lift weights, you know how to work out, you know how to put tension on your muscles in the right way. I don't see how you can have, how can you have a bad day if you know what to do? That's like a plumber showing up to his job and someone's toilet is clogged, probably yours because your fat ass ate a whole bunch of shit you shouldn't have ate last night, and now excess amounts of toilet paper were needed to solve your horrible dietary issues that came out the other end. And the plumber shows up and he just goes, you know what? I can't fix your toilet, man. I can't fix it. I'm sorry. I know it's clogged all the way up to the top and it's leaking over and now there's shit everywhere in your bathroom. But I can't fix your toilet. And you go, what do you mean? I called your company and I paid in advance and you're supposed to fix my toilet. What do you mean you can't fix it? And he just goes, well, you know what? I'm having a bad day. It's just a bad day, man. I can't fix your toilet. Later. And he just leaves. You sound moronic. You sound less than intelligent. You sound idiotic when you say these things. I just wasn't feeling it at the gym. I had a bad gym day. What? How do you have a bad gym day? If you know what to do and you understand how to apply tension to your muscles, it's impossible to have a bad gym day. That's like I could have the worst day ever. Everyone in my life could die. Everyone in my life could turn against me and say, we hate you and we don't want to associate with you anymore. Now I have no one. I could still show up to Crunch Fitness or wherever gym I'm going to and have a killer bicep workout, even though I'm feeling horrible because everyone in my life abandoned me and told me they didn't want to be around me. Even though I don't know, I'm kind of prepared for the world to end at any given moment. I'm prepared to anyone to disown me or say they don't want to be friends anymore. I don't really get hurt by that stuff. But maybe it's because I'm a psychopath who just doesn't feel. No, I'm just kidding. But it's about to turn into a therapy session. But I know how to contract my biceps, so I can't have a bad bicep day. The only way you can have a bad workout is if you don't know what you're doing. It's like people's contingency for having a good workout is predicated upon how they feel. It just doesn't make any sense. It's what do you mean you had I wasn't feeling it today. I had a bad day in the gym. I can have the worst day ever. I could be on the border of death. I could be on death's doorstep and I could still show up and have a killer chest day because I know how to work my chest and I know how to contract my chest muscles and I know how to position the weight and lift the weight through a range of motion and biomechanically position my body to the point where my chest is being activated and worked as much as it can be. That's a skill that you learn. I could be having a terrible day. I could have just found out that, I could have found out that my girlfriend is a transgender, which I don't know how I wouldn't have known that, but I could have found that out, and that I've been banging a dude this whole time. And I still could show up to the gym and have a killer hamstring day. I could have a killer hamstring and leg day. I don't understand how you're not able to go and get a good workout. What it really is that you don't know what you're doing in the gym. And so you think, if I show up and I lift heavy and I feel tired, that's a good day. That's a good day. Even though most of you are going to look the same month because you don't really know what you're doing. Again, you lack a fundamental understanding of what it means to build muscle in the gym. You don't have any understanding of hypertrophy. That's what it means. You lack knowledge. You are ignorant. And so you're predicating your good days, or I had a good day in the gym, or I made progress today, or whatever the hell you're telling yourself, on like whether or not you feel tired or how much weight you could fling through the air, whether or not it was with good form or not, whether or not you're actually working the intended muscle, which is what you have to do. So again, you having a bad day in the gym is basically you just not knowing how to work out. And it's funny because I'll hear like even influencers who are, some of them kind of fit, some of them really fit, say this stuff. And it's like, it's indicative as to like how many people, when you hear people talk about fitness, even sometimes people who are in really good shape, it's just so indicative that they're blessed with good genetics or they're on steroids or whatever it is, because they don't know what they're talking about. You don't, like I heard Christian Guzman say this recently. He's like, I just wasn't feeling it in the gym. I just wasn't feeling it. Like short from wanting to throw up, or short, being on the verge of throwing up your food everywhere, or like having diarrhea or having a heart attack, there's no reason you should have a bad day in the gym. That just means you don't know what you're doing. Another way people gauge this is if they can lift the same amount of weight that they did before. Like people, there's a joke, there's memes going on about like, oh, like when your warm-up set feels like your working set, you know it's going to be a bad day in the gym. And I get what they're saying. I get where that comes from. But it's like, okay, cool. So today is a bad day. Today's a bad day for you. You're not as strong. Maybe you got terrible sleep the past couple nights. Maybe you didn't take your pre. Whatever it is, you're not able to lift as much as you normally did. Say your warm-up set did feel like your heaviest working set because you took 2 weeks off in the gym. That's actually something I did recently. And when I came back, a lot of my lifts weren't as strong. Strength came back like that, funny enough. Although you were terrified to take 2 days off in the gym. One of the best things you can do is take a week off in the gym. Sometimes even more. But all you, I had a bad day in the gym people are terrified to take a week off, even though a lot of you would be the best thing you could do. However, I digress. We get back on point. A lot of people are predicating their whether or not I had a good day in the gym or not based on the weight they could lift. Let's say worst case scenario, like I just said, took 2 weeks off, came back, and there were definitely sets and workouts and exercises where my working weight was not the same. My warm-up weight felt heavier than it normally did. So what did I do? I went, oh, my strength's down a little bit. Oh well, and I did the same shit with lighter weights. I warmed up with lighter weights. My working sets were lighter weight. Maybe I couldn't do as many reps as I normally can. Whatever it may be. But guess what? Because I know how to apply mechanical tension onto my muscles, I still had a phenomenal day in the gym. Even though I had to drop my lift maybe 15, 20 pounds. I had a phenomenal day in the gym. My chest was sore the next day. My chest has grown from then. I still got it done. I still was able to go and make gains and progress because I know what I'm doing when it comes to working out. I understand hypertrophy training and how to apply mechanical tension to a muscle. So even though my weight was less and it technically would have been a bad day for most of you, for me, I was just like, oh, it is what it is. Still going to have a great day in the gym because I know what I'm doing. You lack knowledge, you lack proficiency, you lack expertise, you're ignorant. Educate yourself. There's several channels you can look up on how to build muscle. One of them is the Hypertrophy Coach. Another one, main guy I learned from, Ben Pakulski. There's another guy named Mike Wick. A couple other guys, like the main ones. There's some other, Mike Israetel. You can look up him. There's some other guys as well. Jeff Nippard. Those are some other guys. I like the Hypertrophy Coach. I like Mike Wick. And obviously Ben Pakulski is the main guy I learned from. Ben Pakulski is like kind of the OG of a lot of this stuff when it comes to hypertrophy or applying intelligent training into bodybuilding. Look up those three guys. Mike Van Wyck, Hypertrophy Coach, Ben Pakulski. Watch my videos. Those are some good resources for you guys. Always want to give credit where it's due. So you should never have a bad day in the gym. Stop this stuff. You know what you're doing. You're never going to have a bad day. You lack skills. Develop the skills. Doesn't matter if you're having the worst day in the world. Your skills and your knowledge will shine through.